把他吓跑吗？还要劈木头。水流声太大，是不是？所以那个呼噜。
Easy, Leon. Now's not the time to get a dunking.
Woohoo!这是红毛猩猩吗？
Take it easy. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to look at your wound. What can I give him to show I mean no ill?
他是有文化的呢，他有穿裤子哎。
There you go. Good boy. It's all right. 没有反应啊。 Don't be afraid. You're all right, fella.
后退。
Good boy. Eat up, fella.
跳起来，结果击杀了我。 到底哪里伤到啊？这样看不出来啊。他在傲娇什么啊？他是不是想吃，然后又这样？再傲娇就把你丢到水里。 傲娇鬼。
It's good, isn't it? Leg broken. I just want to look at it, all right? Look, little fella. If you let me see your wound, you can have another biscuit later. Yes? Broken, all right. Must be very painful. You're a brave boy. If I could clean the wound and brace your leg, we should be able to get you back to camp and make it better.
突然间兽性大发，跟我 battle。
Hold on. I'll be right back. Just be patient, little fella. I'll be right back. They're straight enough to help get the Gorun back to camp. I could use those creepers to tie up the Gorun's splint. They seem to be stuck. They should do fine to hold the Goran splint together. Here we go, fella. This is going to sting a little. There, wasn't so bad, was it? Now we just need to find a way to get you back across.
这是干嘛？这样就不痛了。还是他在玩而已。
Hey, did you do that, little fella? Well, better drawing than talking, huh?
他留下讯息说他在这里，是吧？小庞，你们知道那个小庞吗？狗狗星星大冒险那个小庞，小庞放大版大庞。
Now we just have to wait for the others. Huh? Oh, you want another biscuit? You learn quick. It was a young specimen, my darling Dana. Almost like a child. And as soon as we made eye contact, I knew this was a creature endowed with reason. When my companions joined me, I immediately sensed we did not share the same.
他把它关起来啊！啊，他一定会被带回去做研究。
They seemed blinded by the discovery. They couldn't see the individual. 他不会叫吗？然后伙伴就过来。 他有伙伴吧？ It was clear the young Goran wasn't a person in their eyes, just a subject for study. In their excitement, they seemed to lose all common sense.
What is wrong with it? Fruit! Have some fruit!
You shut him up in a cage! What do you expect? He's frightened!
Shut it up, or I'm going to gag it!
啊，可能被攻击哦，真的，像我刚刚讲的一样。 好像不止1、2只，超多的。我该不会要逃难吧？要逃了吗？老大来了，老大！哦，真的呢。它是另一种族群的存在啦，只是智商还没有像一般的人类这么高。
Pass me the rifle.
Must be the Gorn's mother. If we give it back, she'll probably leave.
And deprive us of an adult specimen? You mad? All right, Mama.
Look at the size of her burger. Wound her, then we'll never get her back alive.
Who said we need her alive? They can't all be live specimens, can they?
什么是活的标本啊？死掉才是标本，不是吗？好 man 的妈妈。
Sorry about that burger, but I couldn't let you shoot them.
那个不会死了吧
Reinhardt, you all right?
But he's killed Burger.
我刚刚用什么打到他、啊
Wait. You saw. It was an accident. He was going to kill the Gorin, sir. So I had no intention to.
哦，
Shut it, assassin!
我该不会就这样子回不去？哇！
My head.
“这段很精彩耶！怎样？
Oh dear Lord. Burger,
哇，死了！
I'm sorry. I never meant to. I know what dangers await me in the mountain if I manage to escape from here. But whatever happens, it can't be worse than what Bauer and the others have in store for me. So I have no choice. Looks like they're busy. Probably discussing what to do with me. If I can just loosen these ties, I'll be able to slip away without them noticing.
I'll bring him some soup. We can't let him starve to death.
Bastard doesn't deserve food.
Typical Horst, eh? Always the good Samaritan.
Aren't you afraid I was going to run for it?
They intend to hand you over to the authorities in Kantar for the murder of Reinhard Berger.
Doesn't surprise me. I came across a letter from Bauer. that made me the scapegoat for everything that's gone wrong. Bauer had been planning this for some time now.
Well, that's not how it's going to be. I don't agree with what you did. But you don't deserve what Bauer and Jaeger intend for you.
他把我放走，还是把我绑
Must
回去？
pretend to be tied up. Wait for them to fall asleep. Then take your gear and get as far away from here as possible. Hear me?
Yes, but what?
他就现在开始逃亡了，所以我们在一开始要去那个避难营的时候，我们上去跟下来遇到的就是有个在偷看我们的人，应该就是他吧？还留一封信哦，还有时间写信哦。
So there you have the full story, my darling Dana. I don't know what will become of me, where my escape will lead me over the coming weeks, or what my life of a murderer on the run will be like. But always remember that my love for you is as strong as ever, and that my greatest desire is to hold you in my arms. I love you more than anything in the world. Leon, your Alpine lover.
Dana! Oh my goodness! Dana!
晕倒哦。
What's wrong, Poppet? Lena, come, quick!
Dear Diary, so much has happened since I received Leon's letter a few days ago. I'm slowly recovering. Today, Papa and Mama told me that I was going to leave for a while. I'll explain what's going on, but I don't know where to begin. I need to gather my thoughts as I finish packing my suitcase.
那肚子是怎样？怀孕了 ？Oh my god！
As I said, dear diary, I'm leaving tomorrow. Papa and Mama are sending me to a sanatorium out of town for a few months. They say it's for continuing my convalescence. In other words, to send me and my secret away from prying
啊，
eyes.
他未婚生子啦，那个年代这样子不好看，是不是？所以把
My
他送走。
parents have accepted the offer from their longtime friends, the Zimmers, to pay for my hospitalization at the sanatorium.
等一下，他那个肚子到底是不是怀孕啊？
The Zimmers said it was in the name of their long friendship with Papa and Mama. But I think they feel bad that they can afford to flee Wagen in the Brown Shadow, whereas Mama and Papa can't. Poor Papa and Mama. They were devastated when the doctor they called after I collapsed discovered my secret.
什么秘
That
密就怀
secret
孕
I
了
dared
嘛？
not speak about to anyone. Not even you, dear diary. Now I can tell you. I'm pregnant, dear diary. Leon is the father. There were a lot of tears and screams when the doctor told Papa and Mama. But they finally decided to pretend that the baby will be the foster child of a missing relative. I know everyone expects me to feel guilty, but I can't help thinking of names. If it's a boy, of course it'll be Leon, to bring his father good luck. And if it's a girl, I think I'll call her Anna.
他妈哦，是吗？他们叫安娜是不是？
Mama says Leon is nothing but an unscrupulous adventurer who took advantage of an innocent girl, but I know it's not true.
哦，讲得好难听哦，我天哪！
Papa looks 10 years older since he learned of my pregnancy. But what seems to have affected him the most was to ask Herr Zimmer for help. Now you know everything, dear diary. It is now, I guess, the time to say goodbye for a while.
肚子这样子好几个月了吧，5、6个月有了。
All I can hope now is that Leon will survive winter in those faraway mountains, and that he will find a way to come home and clear his name. We will wait until then, me and the baby.
摸什么肚子啊？
Me and the baby?
Do you still think there might be a family connection between you, Kate Walker?
Well, all I know is that my family on my mother's side came from Europe. Well, like a lot of New Yorkers, right? I don't know from where exactly, but... And then there's the music box my mother left me, which it turns out plays the Vaughan anthem. I mean, it all seems so magical. Almost like destinies at play.
Or a coincidence, Kate Walker. The law of coincidences states that the more an individual is liable to believe in coincidences, the more coincidences happen to them.
But then there's the fact, Oscar, that everyone keeps telling me Dana and I look so much alike.
What do you plan on doing now, Kate Walker?
According to the diary, Dana left for a sanatorium outside of town. The records might tell what became of her and her baby. But before we go, there's something that's been bothering me.
What is it, Kate Walker?
The pogrom that Frau Heigl told us about, the one during which the house and the neighborhood were ransacked, happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. Dana said that she was leaving for the sanatorium for a few months at the end of 1937.
Indeed, Kate Walker. So it is very likely she was safe and sound over there when the pogrom occurred.
Yes, but what if she was home with her baby? I need to be sure before we leave for the sanitarium, Oscar. We need to search the neighborhood for more evidence.
All right, Kate Walker. Where you lead, I will follow. As long as you don't forget your bag.
Trust me, Oscar. You're the only friend I've got right now. I ain't losing you. Ackerman, Fisher, Jorga? I can't find Dana here. Vogt? Weiss? Dana isn't mentioned here. Anton and Lena Rose. Dana's parents. Oh God. They were killed during the pogrom.
Is Dana Rose also mentioned?
It doesn't look like it, no. But I need to be sure. Huh. According to that book, the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. I think that's it, Oscar. We know that the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. Dana's parents, Anton and Lena, were killed, that's certain. But Dana was supposed to be at the sanatorium back then.
Which seems to be confirmed by that message Herr Hoss left in the house, Kate Walker.
Exactly. So I guess we're done here, Oscar. Let's take the tram back to the guest house. We'll try to find that sanitarium first thing tomorrow.
So, there she is. The famous Kate Walker.
Sorry, what?
Dana Rose. I knew her very well, you know. Our Dana darling. Waiting for the tram, aren't you? Well, we'd be better off speaking at the guest house. I hear there's a storm coming. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Walker. Colonel Blake.
Colonel Blake or Fraulein Junta?
Connecting the dots, are we? You're a very clever young woman. But you must be eager to know why I'm here in front of you, bearing the surname of one of Her Majesty's military officers. But here's our tram. Would you be so kind? So, Miss Walker, you've been rather quiet. I would have thought you'd have some questions for me. No?
I read that you used your prestige as an artist to spy on the Brown Shadow for the UK before and during the war.
哦，那位摄影师是不是？
So, what is your real name then? Junta Steinhoff or Colonel Blake?
Janice Blake is my name, Miss Walker. It's not the sort of name the Brown Shadow would have trusted, I'm
我
sure
已经
you'll
忘记那位
agree.
摄影师的名字
So
了。
I took my mother's maiden name as an alias. Both my parents were diplomats from Austria, you see.
So you were some kind of double agent.
You make it sound more romantic than it really was, miss. But yes, I guess one could say so.
间谍可以承认自己是间谍啊。
You mentioned the guest house. Are you staying there too?
Indeed, Miss Walker. It's actually Frau Wagner who told me about you. When she told me that you were looking for Dana, I knew I had to talk to you. Frau Wagner told me to call the academy, which I did, and the rector then redirected me towards the Bridge of Mists. And that's how I ended up wandering up and down it, asking about a mysterious American woman with a painting.
I guess you have new information about Dana for me?
I might very well indeed, Miss Walker, but what if you told me first what that little investigation of yours has dug up about Dana?
I know Dana was very concerned about Leon being on the run after the death of that scientist, Herr Berger. I can't blame her. How could he survive through the winter, all alone in the mountains in a strange country?
How could he? That's exactly the right question, Miss Walker. That origin expedition in Baltayar. What a mess that was.
这故事其实很好看耶，虽然步调缓慢。
I discovered today that Dana became pregnant that summer of 37. Leon was the father. So her parents decided to hide her in a sanatorium outside town. Which, I assume, saved her from the night of the Brown Shadow pogroms in Vagen.
You assume right, but her parents, on the other hand...
Yes, I heard they didn't make it.
Poor bastards, if you'll pardon my French.
So, that's basically all I know. Can you tell me what happened to Dana after she left for the sanatorium to have her baby?
I must confess, Miss Walker, that I was afraid you might overlook some of the painful information here, which is clearly the case.
What do you mean?
Look, I think it would be best if we stay in this carriage until the very end. I know it is an odd request to make, but you really must see this for yourself.
Well,
Until then, I recommend you look outside the window. I guarantee it'll be worth your while.
我刚刚以为它会直冲水里灭顶的那一种。